EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Tonight, the second of two on this wild card Saturday. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. Off we go from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Dylan Sampson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Sampson. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That's complete. It is Trey Harris. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
A run with Sampson. There he goes. Inside the 30. And he will score. Dylan Sampson. Touchdown, San Francisco. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
$7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk.
It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On first down, right back to Robinson. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
Warriors 70, shot 60, shot 60, 60 Maverick.
They'll go again with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up. And
his first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
12 yards on that hookup. First down, 49ers.
Gain of 12. And the 49er first down.
It's that.
And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. Here's a give, left side, that's Sampson. Finding space at the 15. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up.
San Francisco.
It's that. 18.
Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. That's holding at the 2. He's in. Touchdown, 49ers. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hurt.
From the gun, it's Shador. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Cougar 19.
From the gun, it's Sanders. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And they'll finally put an end to this, but a great return to the other side of midfield.
Falcons 23-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Sampson. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
16-yard line.
Second down, they need 3.
Brings up second and 3.
Get set. Get set.
Throwing is Purdy. That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
60 Maverick. Mustang 19. 18 Cardinal. 18 Warrior 70.
That one knocked away. It is incomplete. They go for the RPO and not connect. They'll bring up second down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. 13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
70 Timberwolf. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. He'll air it out down the middle, and that is incomplete.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bob. 70 Lions. Go.
Sanders on third down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
At the 28-yard line.
Ready. Ready.
They run over center with Robinson. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's second and 4.
Second and 4.
18, 5, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They go play action with Sanders. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
It's a loss of 6. Brings up third down and 10.
We are through one here on Wild Card Weekend. The Niners have the early advantage. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Rangers. Panther 60.
From the shotgun, it's Sandy. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drop. And we will not have a return. This one hit in the field of play and bounces out of bounds. They motion the slot man left. On 1st and 10, Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On 2nd down, Purdy. This is caught down that right sideline. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Off the play fake, Purdy. Now a shot here, deep middle. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
On 2nd down, Sampson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's caught. It's Dylan Sampson. A pickup of 14 on that one. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
14 yards.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
On 1st down, here's Sampson. And he will get into the end zone. Dylan Sampson. Touchdown, San Francisco. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. The extra point by Bass is good. And the 49ers will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken just shy of the goal line. And they'll force him out of bounds right at the 25-yard line.
Broncos. Janet. Bronco 80. Go, Rig. Go. Hut, hut.
On play action, Shador. Quick throw, taken in. chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
He'll look London's way again. Just complete again. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Cougar 19.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
18, Pioneer. Ready.
Going right. It's taken in. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Off the play fake, here's Sanders. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this one in. Great London. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Purdy on first down. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Putting the tight end in motion. Third down. Purdy. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Finds room inside the 40. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. A big-time play for the Niners. 38 yards.
I half expected to see all 11 defenders piled up on top of him at the end of this run to make sure he was finally down, because a couple times on that run, it looked like he was cooked, only to shake off those tackles and keep on cooking.
Once again, it's Sampson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Get set. Get set. Watch out. Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. A single timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
Brings up third and 5.
Third down, they need 5. From the gun, it's Purdy. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Dylan Sampson, touchdown, 49ers. Saving his best for the playoffs. His third touchdown of the game.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Okay, ready?
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go. Here we go. Panther 11. Panther 11. Let's go.
Play action. It's Sanders. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They go play action now with Sanders. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll be third down.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on one or two of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
On third down, Sanders. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. A pickup of 21 on that connection. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Get it.
And the run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
Finding yourself down here multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Mustang 19. Dragon 60. Hey. Good.
Now Shador on first down. And we'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game.
$60 Bison. 60 Bison. $70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Throwing now, Sanders on first down. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and the pass falls incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time, he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. A powerful run, just shy of the goal line, but he has picked up the first down. It is first and goal.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the one, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
They'll try it again from the 2. Second and goal. Robinson trying to find the crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty...
To the goal line is in. Touchdown, Falcons.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
The extra point, up and good. And the Falcons are able to edge a bit closer. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A first down throw for Purdy. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Get set.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll go left side here and complete this one to the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 72 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. Now pass to tack on the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Rattler. Yep, let go.
They go play action with Sanders. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
He'll get this ahead, gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Panther 11. Ready.
Now Sanders on 3rd and long. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he got...
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. They send the tight end in motion. Here's Sampson. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
On the zone read, give to Sampson. The ball's out. And the Falcons have come up with the recovery.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out. You know, so far throughout the game, we've seen him make a lot of plays in the run game, but now he shows that he can hold his own in coverage as well. Really nice job there by the linebacker, making an impact in the passing game.
He's inside the 40. Bijan Robinson. And he's going to go all the way. Electrifying run. 71 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Now the try here for the point after. His kick is good. And the Falcons back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21.
Falcons 21.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Slot man gonna move in motion left. He'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Get set, get set.
30 now on second down. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is third and 10. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he will score. Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown, San Francisco. What a luxury to have in an offense. A tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
But I appreciate that, Mike. But I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
On first down, it's Sanders. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready?
They'll throw on first down with Sanders. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22. A fresh set set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go. Set.
On the give, it's Robinson. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
15 more yards.
So 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports.
Come on. Set. 65. Cowboy 80. Take off.
From the gun, it's Shador. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And they will get another chance. They cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. They'll run with Robinson. A short kick down to the 7.
Robinson, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A pickup of 2.
Here now, second down and goal.
Let's go. Let's go.
One more time, it's Robinson. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards.
Okay,
They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's third and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson.
That third down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's third down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have fourth down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
Field goal not going to help much at this point. They've got to go for it on 4th and goal.
Bronco in 19 tight. 19 tight. 19 Lions. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
They'll try to throw for it with Sanders. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal. On the ground, it's Sampson to start this drive. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
At the 11-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Second down and 3. He'll stay on the ground with Sampson. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. 14 on the pickup. First down, 49ers.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
A gain there of 21. It's good for a Niners first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Get set. Up.
On first down, right back to Sampson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7. They'll give it to Sampson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and He put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd down and 9.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. A gain there of 23 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
Another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Outside. 18, watch out.
There's a give up the middle for Sampson. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another 1st down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this.
Get set.
Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11.
Watch out!
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
I see a bunch of mean guys in the band and a tie. Going on the west side, giving side guys. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. Ain't surprised it's the ride to kill a vibe. I be the beast you got trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs. Gripping on it like I'm picking a prize. They hit the crib with it.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. So, a win here for our visitors, the 49ers, as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening round. Now they'll regroup and get ready for the divisional round next weekend. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL.